Well, it's like the whole world's lying under you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. You're not tumbling down. I mean, what else you gonna do? That's a.
Yeah.
You ready?
I know exactly who I am. So.
Okay.
Okay.
We can start with that information.
Please.
Like name, rank. How long have you been with the team?
Oh, my name is Ben Larrick. I've been with the Blue Angels for 2 years now. I'm an E6 in the United States Navy, Petty Officer First Class. And I'm the assistant supervisor for the Life Support Work Center.
So tell us a little bit about what you were doing in the Navy before you became a Blue Angel and how that came about.
Oh, wow, how that came about. Well, I worked just about every job I could work. And then I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I needed to get out of New Jersey. That's where I grew up. So I told the recruiter I just needed to get as far away as possible. So they shipped me to Whidbey Island, Washington, which was 3,000 miles away. I didn't quite want to go that far, but it was, okay. I trained and went to school for EA-6B aircraft to work on the environmental systems, which is heating and air conditioning, and the ejection seats, of course. I spent about 8.5 years up there and had received a phone call from a really good friend of mine and encouraging me to apply to the team. At first I was kind of like, well, I'm not too sure about that. But I submitted my package, got picked up for the interview, met the team in Nellis during a demonstration that we have with the Thunderbirds, and it actually turned out really good. I got picked up for the team, I was accepted, and transferred to the team on March 15th of 2000.
Well, give us a little bit of a rundown now. What is show day like for you, and what are your responsibilities?
Oh, well, typical show day is basically keeping the work center, on track. There are 2 other members of the life support team. Usually, we're responsible for making sure that the aircraft is serviced properly with locks. I also first mech the 3-jet. I have another man that also first mechs the 3-jet, and another man that first mechs the 2-jet, and we'll swap on and off. And as a first mech, you're responsible for the beautification of the aircraft, making sure that it's serviced properly, and that it's fully serviced with fuel, oil, and so on and so forth. And then we're responsible for show cleaning it every morning or every afternoon, depending on what needs to be done. Here in the desert, with the desert conditions as they are, we find ourselves cleaning the aircraft in the afternoons, shortly after the demo. We enjoy it, but with us, it's just a matter of keeping everything on track. I do a lot of radio relay between the front man, mobile, and every work center relays information back and forth. So you may find yourself working with power plants or airframes on different systems, but when we come onto this team, we accept the fact that we're going to cross-train on every different system that we may have. So, it's not unusual to work with a power plants or airframes work center for at least a little while. So.
Now, Anna, how do they do that kind of angle?
What's that?
Give a bit of a description to somebody who wouldn't know. How does an ejection seat work in an F-18 Hornet?
Okay, you want the wow, you want the pull the handle, go up. No, but actually, it's a series of events that takes place. It's quite complicated, but it occurs so quickly, to the naked eye you wouldn't really perceive it. But you have a handle underneath that is attached to mechanical linkage. That mechanical linkage is attached to 2 explosive devices that are mounted under the seat. Okay, when that handle is pulled, those 2 explosive devices are discharged. That gas from those 2 devices is routed through a series of tubing to other explosive devices. So you sort of create a chain reaction. Eventually, this explosive stimulus is routed to the primary ejection gun's primary cartridge, basically. It's quite large. It's capable of lifting a 270-pound man. So, and that stimulus goes to that cartridge. That cartridge explodes 2 more cartridges, and before you know it, the seat's on its way out. There's 2 lanyards that are also attached to it. One actuates a time release mechanism. The other one actuates a drogue mechanism, which helps deploy the personal parachute. So, like I said, it's a complicated series of events, but yeah, it happens quite quickly. I think about 0.5 seconds, half a second. Yes.
Or do they go through the glass or the canopy?
No, the canopy is automatically jettisoned. Yes, on this aircraft. However, the seat is capable of ejecting through the canopy, but that won't occur.
Talk about the, well, you obviously have a lot of responsibilities, being invited to be into this position.
Yes, sir.
You know, but how do you relax, you know, when you get outside of that?
You mean outside of work? How do I?
Outside of work when you're, you know, got a game thing on, you know, what do you do to wipe it all out?
We'll go to an amusement park, ride go-karts, or something to get out some of the, you know, the built up you know, adrenaline. We build each other up during the show weekend, and we do like to sit back and relax once in a while. Take back a beer, that's fine. But other than that, I mean, you know, we'll go work out. A lot of guys are, you know, involved with writing, playing with computers, building things, you know, on our off time. Literature, I mean, we go nuts. You know, crazy people. So.
Tell us something about your Harley Davidson.
Well, my wife said I can buy a Harley Davidson when I get home.
That's good.
Okay. So,
That's good.
So, hey, I'm sorry. Love you. No,
Now for you, how do you get from show to show?
we ride Fat Albert, which is C-130 out here. It has all of our equipment on it. Altogether, it's about 86,000 pounds of equipment, and plus the personnel and all our gear. We throw it all on there. By the time it's got fuel and everything else on it, one of the Bird Boys could give you a better rundown of it, but altogether it weighs about 155,000 pounds by the time we take off. So yeah, it has all of our gear on it, and all of us too. Yeah. So.
Well, you get a meal or just peanuts?
No, we don't get peanuts or anything. We bring all our stuff with us. So if you want anything to munch on, you have to bring it with you. You know, and the Bird Boys do not serve coffee, tea, or milk. So you get a shot for that, but that's okay.
Now, you're giving up, obviously, a lot of days at home to do this. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So what is rewarding for you personally to be out here working with the Blue Angels?
Well, for me, the military fits me. It fits my personality, you know, and say whatever it is. And there's a lot of pride in what I do, you know, in the military. But being here with the Blues, I mean, come on. It's just an added accomplishment. It's just something that, you know, it's a notch in the belt, or however you'd like to put it. But, you know, you overcome great many odds to end up in a place like this. And just to receive a phone call and say, hey, would you like to try this? You know, or would you please, you know, because you're the person that we're looking at. How would you like to do this? You know, that's a big honor. And just to do this every day. I mean, I see kids, I see younger people, I see older people, and just to be able to sit there and be able to relate to them and talk to them and it maybe possibly influence their lives in a positive way. It's great. Absolutely.
Can you tell me, the first time you went out in that uniform, what was the first thing that you realized was different as compared to when you were out there, say, in your dress blues?
The number of people that were staring back at me scared me to death. No, but it did. I was amazed at how many people actually, you know, followed air shows to begin with, and how many people actually turned out for a real air show. When I was growing up, I went to an air show, but it was very small. I think maybe the turnout was 15,000. My first air show, there were 150,000 people there. There were grandstands set up. I was scared. I was nervous, and it was my first air show, you know. But it was a great feeling. Walked out, realized I was, you know, wow, this is big, bigger than I was. Very amazing. So it humbled me quite a bit.
Say, if you had a nickel for every time somebody asked, can I get a ride in one of those? How much money would that be?
I wouldn't have any debt whatsoever. I'd say quite a bit. Yeah, but I'm sure I wouldn't have any debt. Yes, well taken care of.
How do you guys interact with the pilots?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. Our interaction with the pilots, I mean, it's great. I mean, we interact very much on a personal level, but we were able to split our personal and our professional, lives very easily. And we have a mutual respect for each other because they know that we fix the planes, they fly the planes. And if we fix them well and they fly them well, then we're doing a great job. And that's all that matters. The best air show. We're all hunting for the best air show. I think we do real good. So.
Then would you say that the protocol between you guys that are enlisted and the officers and the pilots is a little bit different than, say, your standard interaction between another squadron in the fleet?
No, actually, it's quite standard, and it's quite the same. And even in some ways, it's a little bit it's a little bit of a harder line because of what we're doing. So yeah, we develop a very hard line of respect for each other. And we respect the officer and enlisted ranks completely. There is no deviation, so, which is kind of hard, but there is no deviation. You can't do that.
After such a job like this, with an event at least once a week, if not more,
Right.
what would you like to do after you're done with the Blue Angels, be it military or civilian?
No, I'm staying military. I like the military. It fits me. As I said before, and I love what I do. I love what I do for my country, so I'm crazy. But it fits me. It doesn't fit everybody, sorry. But, but it would be great if it did. I hope to be an instructor afterwards. Yes. I want to go instruct the new guys that are coming into the fleet that want to learn and that are willing to. And I know I have a lot to offer. So, and just my public speaking as it is over the past 2 years, developed so much experience that way. I mean, why not? And I have enough experience that I think is quite valuable to pass that down. It'll be good.
Do you think your wife's actually going to let you get the Harley?
Okay, well, there is a stipulation, okay? I crashed 2 motorcycles before, so she said I have to take a professional riding course. That is a stipulation, but she said if I could do it, yeah, I can have the Harley. That would be great, and I know she, I could, yeah.
Well, she probably doesn't see it as a great
Pretty
deal
sure.
of concern as long as you wear the bright yellow helmet.
I get to wear the orange helmet with the flag on it, it'll be great. It'll be great, absolutely. And I'm looking at the 1200 Sportster. I would like the Softail Deuce, but, I'm in the military, so.
Thank you.